Spencer, you thought you made some progress last time. How do you assess this one?
I just don't think anything was very consistent. Inning to inning, stuff didn't move the same. Had spurts of good command. Despite giving up so many hits, I thought I was pretty efficient for the first half. But I've said it before. Stuff command without stuff is batting practice. So that's about what I offered up today. Got to be better, got to move better. Just didn't give us a chance. I think that's all of my starts. I've given up the lead or given up the first runs of the game. So just put our guys behind. That's just a another added pressure for them. So obviously hate doing that.
How challenging is this to remain patient? You're confident it's going to come. You're not going to say it's going to come in 2 weeks or whatever. But how tough is it to remain patient?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to put us in a position to win the game. I want to do my job. I don't really care how it looks. I don't care how it feels. I don't need to be spectacular. I like to, think that my best stuff is going to come at the end of the season when games matter most for us. If we're in that position, that's always my goal. So every year that I've been on the team, it's been my goal to try to get better over the long run. But along the way, we've got to win games, and I've got to do my job. So didn't do it tonight. And so got to find ways to get better, and at the very least, give us a chance.
Do you think that the arm strength has to do with everything, both with velocity and with location? Is it all play into that? Is it you have to get back to full strength before you have the movement you used to have?
I don't think I'm not at full strength. I think I've got to move better. I'm not. Mechanics just aren't consistent, aren't synced up. I don't have that feel. I don't have any power right now as a result of just not moving well. So, obviously reps are helpful, but I don't have. I'm not practicing when I go out there. I don't have the ability to just, be patient, honestly.
Yeah.
So we've got to win games, and when it's my turn to pitch, I got to get a chance to win. And if I can't do that, then I don't know what value I'm providing.
Besides reps, what is that process then to get back to where you want to be?
It's being objective. Having the patience and the humility to analyze things the way they are, and find ways to get better. I think it's difficult in the season to do it quickly, because you're trying to prepare day to day for the next start. So there's limited reps available for you to work on things, but you've got to do it. So you got to find that opportunity, and I think it's just being objective.
Spencer, you mentioned the mechanics, and I know it's a long road with something like the injury that you had, but specifically with the fastball, what are some things you feel like you're still working towards in your mechanics that you might not be fully all the way back to yet?
I think it's just producing velocity with my body. I don't think I'm moving particularly fast. I don't think I'm getting into my lower half the way I need to. I think the rehab process is just a very slow-moving, repetitive series of low-effort throws, and having done it twice now, that's kind of always the challenge coming out of what is the on-paper rehab process, is adding back in full-effort throws. So, I think it's just going to be reps and finding different ways in the weight room and in the bullpen and wherever I can to practice the movement patterns I need and just get more consistent.
When you look at tonight's results, 4 pitches or the 4 runs come with just 3 pitches there. That's command. Have these starts at least shown you that, hey, I can be competitive and succeed at this level with 95, 96, wherever you're at right now?
Yeah, I don't think Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, the 0-2 pitch to Marte was just a ridiculous mistake that I can't make, an 0-2 count. And then a 3-0 pitch to him, you know, just didn't want to give in and threw a fastball down the middle and he hit a homer. So, you know, I mean, he's seen me well in my career, but not to take away from him. I think I've given him a lot of mistake pitches right down the middle. So, regardless of the hitter, in the big leagues, they're going to do damage on those. And so, you know, like I said, I thought there was some streaks where I was really executing pitches and commanding the ball the way I wanted to, but, you know, it didn't take but one mistake to change the game. So, just need to be more consistent and more effective when I'm ahead. And, you know, I think that's really the biggest takeaway for me.
I know it didn't go your way, but did it dawn on you that it was your first time out there on the mound in a game here at Truist Park in 14 months, I think?
Yeah. I mean, I've pitched here. I pitched the sim game here, so it's not like I've been completely off the mound. But yeah, I mean, I think the last time I pitched here was against the Diamondbacks too. So a little deja vu, and yeah.
On a positive note, you had a good slider tonight. Are you encouraged by the way that's come along?
Yeah, I don't know that I'd say I had a good slider. I think it was very inconsistent. I think it was the fourth inning. It was just atrocious. I think that the movement profile has been fine, but the velocity on it has been poor, and I don't think that's correlated to velocity in general. I think that's just specific to the pitch. So it's a pitch that I need to throw hard, and at minimum harder than I've been throwing it. So
Some mechanical issues earlier this year. We kept saying, can this change in 5 days or whatever? He kept saying it better. Do you think it could be that much better next time out?
yeah, I mean, I've got to have that mentality, and I do. You know, I don't think that things are just going to get better on their own. I think you've got to intervene deliberately, and like I said, it can be tough because you've got to prepare your body for a start in 5 days. So you can't just, you know, go crush reps on anything until things improve. But I do have the ability and the knowledge to make things better in the next 5 days, and that's going to be my plan.
All right, thanks, Spencer.
Thank you.